Okay. Let's get this all set up. So, oh, subtitles were on by default. That's handy. Got the volume. That's all maxed. I'll adjust that if I need to, but for now it's probably good. Okay. Let's start. Oh wow, this is so magical. This really takes me back. Am I not supposed to have a mouse cursor? Keyboard control. Wow, that really is old school. Maybe I ought to look at the settings. Find out what the keybinds are. Escape, pause, okay. Oh, that's what it's talking about. Tab for inventory, right. And you use that for choose and shoot. Okay. I gotcha. That's not too bad. So this is inventory. Very limited pack capacity. Wow, they really just throw you in, don't they? Oh, come on, I hate this stuff. Oh, am I climbing down? Okay.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
I kind of feel like I missed something there.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Did we just kind of come in the middle? Looks like some kind of... Whoa! Mattress or something. I like this. The interface is very simple, but it's really interesting. Oh. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't have gone that quickly. Probably should have poked around more. And now I'm stuck. I can't get back through.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
I really feel like I came in and missed a part here. What happened at the beginning? Where's the introduction? It's a beautiful game, though. Look at this.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable.
I don't know. There is something to be said for naps.
and that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
I have missed the days when adventure games took every opportunity to kill you in ridiculously creative ways. Hey, Tondagasa, how's it going? Now, did that change anything with the mattress?
I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable.
I feel like I'm missing stuff. Yeah, for a long time I had to do that too. I remember playing a lot of King's Quest III on old, man, they were old enough that some of my earliest memories of the third one were on black screens with amber pixels. It was a long time before I had a computer that could play it, like, natively. I played a lot of them on my Amiga once I got that, and oh, what is going on here?
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
Can't help but wonder if he's talking to us in the audience, because this does kind of seem familiar.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
It's gotta be the dragon. I would so love for these guys.
Yes.
Oh,
Beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
oh, this is great. I love this. So they're retelling the end of the first game then. That's why I'm so confused and wondering why the beginning is missing. Man, this really makes me wish they'd go back and actually redo all the earlier games like this. I doubt it'll happen, but I would pay big money for that.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Man, all the old instincts are kicking back. I want to examine everything.
Volumes of old books, with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
One could hope.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Strange, I don't remember most of this from the original.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Did I want to go this way? I thought it was... Okay. I see they're continuing the tradition of being confusing, too. Oh, no, here it is. Okay.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
I'm sure it's fine. The dragon will never notice this.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
So now, are we going to end up killing the dragon, or do we have to free it
After
or something?
he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Kid has a point. There's an awful lot of beds in this place. Nothing I can do there. Okay. Oops. So wait, he heard that, but he didn't hear that enormous racket that I made earlier.
Wait a minute. Does this mean our family's immortal? Wait a minute. Does this mean our...
Oops. Okay, so... No jumping, huh? So I haven't even started the game properly yet, and I'm already... Ooh. Oh.
After I was impaled by that spiky bed, I took a nap and decided the magic mirror could wait another evening before being rescued.
Grandpa!
Well, I thought maybe it was your bedtime. But I can continue.
A likely story. Okay. So maybe I missed something earlier. Nothing here. I can't really talk to him or interact with him in any way, can I? Nope. No interactions there. Can I go back at all? The dragon in this story is really, really dumb. Okay. I can work with that. Whoa. Whew. It's really weird that there are so many beds, but they are pretty convenient.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
And by promptly, he means it's going to take 5 minutes. Maybe 5 hours. Oh, archery. So now what about an arrow? Ah, magic arrow. Must be a magic arrow, because I didn't have one in my inventory. Whoop. I'm guessing that these lighter colored ones are safe. Or perhaps not.
The mirror called out to me.
I probably don't want to ring the bell. Just guessing.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Oh, that's what that is. Enormous stakes. What happens if I overfeed it, maybe? Brings... Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, wait, why did that go down over on the other side there? Whoop. Okay, maybe not.
Grandpa!
Dragon Petite 4.
Maybe I do want to ring the bell. Oh, I have to feed it, then ring the bell.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
So what did I accomplish there? Is it going to eat another one? I guess a dragon that size is not going to say no to seconds. Oh, I lost the bow. That's no good. Except, wait a minute. I didn't have the bow. Where did it go? Okay, so let's try it now that it's not eating anymore. If it's not awake and it's just fed, maybe it'll be okay. Nope. something else here. Something back here, maybe? I got it. Okay. That's a handy cloak. Too late. Oh, whoa. Oh, crap.
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound.
May have been a fairly large flesh wound.
Let me guess.
Crap.
You escaped with only...
This one's tricky. Oh, come on.
Guess. You escaped with only a...
I so had that. Ah. Oh. Shoot. You know, in a weird way, this actually reminds me of Tomb Raider. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go.
Can you put my mouthwash back on the shelf, please? Now, where was I?
God, I love the narration in this. Nothing like a nice pleasant day of whitewater rafting.
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound.
a fairly big flesh wound. No. Oh. Hang on. Oh, this is tough. Visibility is not good. This looks familiar.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
That doesn't seem good. Oh, okay. I guess that works.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa.
True.
I guess
Very
I do
true.
too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Oh, I love the Easter eggs. That picture behind her is from, I think, King's Quest 5? Yeah, that must be 5. Or no, sorry, 6.
hello, cousin.
Cousin.
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory.
Very
The
kind.
courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
So I wonder whose kids are which. One of them has to be the son or daughter of Rosella, and the other of Alexander.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
A deft maneuver, a quick-witted distraction, or an act of kindness even in victory. Probably this.
Thinking of a problem in a different way. Finding a clever distraction to create a moment of victory. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Briefly, I'm sure we all believe
Triumph,
that.
this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Now, what the hell is that thing? Is that a giant rabbit? Oh, he's gonna be feeling that tomorrow. Oh, am I supposed to be... Yep. So he hasn't got that hat-catching trick down yet.
Gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcome the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Oh, hang on.
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I've read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
That would be the island that you use the beanstalk to go up. visit later on in one of the games. First game, I believe it was. Who are these guys? I guess they're not big on horses around here.
Hey! Over here!
I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Okay, so I guess we find the whatever mouthpiece it is that it's missing. Man, this is a very...
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
I don't see tracks. Ooh. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Love the water. Oh, wow. Oh, if only these games had looked like this back in the 80s.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
So there's probably somebody nearby. Now this seems like a much less promising road. Uh-huh.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you...
Merchant of Miracles,
my
huh?
neck to forge the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've molded over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me.
God.
Every bridge in is out.
This
and
guy.
my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yep, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Do I dare? I wonder what he's gonna do. Let's do it.
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridge is out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
Okay. get tools. Oh, hang on.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Yeah, I guess the frog is no help this time.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and that's it.
So nothing useful, just money. Of course, this guy is a merchant. I wonder.
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
Well, let's go examine the other wheel.
Ooh, I'm a rock. No, I'm not. Enjoy your broken wheel.
Okay, that was odd. That couldn't have been him.
The wheel was very broken. I would have to find another solution.
And I can't go this way at all. Something tells me I probably don't want to cross back over this way. Except I don't really seem to have very many other paths available to me, do I? Actually, it doesn't look like I can cross back over. I guess I'm kind of stuck here for now.
If we just move this over to the left, right there a little more, and bargain stopper!
How about up here? That almost looks like it should be a path, but I guess not. How about these guys?
Ooh, come to Daventry, they said. See all the bridges, they said. What bridges?
Oh, can I pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Unicorns, huh?
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and that's it.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Ooh, I'm a rock. No, I'm not. Enjoy your broken wheel. Hang on to those, boy. I'd like to earn your money honestly.
You would? You don't seem the type.
Unicorns? Isn't that a bit of string right there?
I said back away.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, my boy, they aren't gonna pull this chariot without a wheel. I know. They're the most majestic creatures in the world. Mr. Fancy Cakes, I saw that look in your eye. Don't you dare touch my unicorns. They're for looking only.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side
And
of
this
that
one
river.
just repeats, unfortunately.
Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
If we just move this over to the left, right there a little more, and bargain stopper!
Okay, I'm actually really kind of stuck.
Ooh, come to Daventry, they said. See all the bridges, they said. What bridges?
So I have nothing in my inventory but a little bit of money that I can't do anything with. I can't cross back over to the other side. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, that just takes me back here. Oh, I can go. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there's something around here. That looks...
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Oh, how convenient. Or maybe not. Okay, would those have washed up somewhere, perhaps?
The wheel was very broken. I would have to find another solution.
'Cause those tools took off into the water, and then it looked like they were carried around somewhere. But they're not going to come up this way, because the water's going the wrong direction. So where would they end up? Or is that just a tease to piss me off? Now, it seemed to be here, which is really about the only place they could be, I would think.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Oh, like hell I didn't.
There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree.
Maybe not that tree. I can think of another one that might be a little more useful on its side.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and darn, that's it!
Oh, really? Come on.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Yeah, they are. There's eyes in the dark woods. That's never a good sign. That doesn't seem particularly encouraging either.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
Okay. Leave the moving bushes alone.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
I still have
tried to
it.
chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Oh boy. There's probably a cover on the well that would serve as a wheel. So at least I can see why I might want to go to all that trouble. Nope. Graham, you're too puny and weak. But maybe you can climb.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
More than likely. So now I need either a wheel. I guess I can't really steal one off this, can I? Or some kind of big blade.
A bakery. And it smelled delicious.
It looks familiar, too. I wonder if they took design cues from the earlier games.
The delectable goods look tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach.
I suppose a giant piece of bread would work as a wheel.
Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
Really? Are you serious? Wow. There's no way that could possibly work. So what's this, a potion, apothecary, something like that?
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop.
Tips here.
Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips.
I probably should tip the baker, actually, since I stole his gigantic piece of stale bread.
I decided to leave a tip for no good reason. I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
There's gotta be more stuff I can look at.
I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet.
So I'll probably be coming back here later then. Alright, let's go pay the baker. And I'll see if I can get the wagon back up on its wheels.
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. I saved my money for a better opportunity.
Really? So I give the... That's... Alright. Whatever you say. That seems real backwards to me. Whoa!
Ah, a shortcut.
Yeah, okay.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
Yes.
Oh, I guess not.
It's a vital piece of the story. You can't bear to live without hearing it again. And again. And again.
Buy me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoofs, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
What is a reasonably discounted rate?
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this Meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another
Luxury accommodations for
missing
sure.
bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches. Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners. The forest is blocked until this situation is under control.
Situation, huh? What situation might that be?
The forest is blocked until this situation is under control. Stay back. Very important protection duties in process.
So what's going on here? So we're on the other side of the river. That's where I came from back there. That's the giant horn. Although it looks like it's on the wrong side of the river this time. Okay, so what can I do in this environment? So are they trying to cross another... Yep, oh, it's a different crossing, I see.
Come at me, bees!
Bees? Okay, what would I want?
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress! Abandoned post!
Uh-huh.
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Damn it. Okay, so what's the deal with these bees? Oh, okay, hang on.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
So I guess what I have to do is, for some reason, I need to get them distracted, which is going to involve bees. So I wait until they rescue me, and then I drop bees on them.
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was...
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
It's a good thing the tree has an unlimited number of hives.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
Your hero is thinking.
Well, I know the answer, but I want to see how all of you will solve it.
Yeah, that's not going to work very well. Okay. Maybe it will. Oh, what a jerk! What happened? Ah. None of these things work.
Another horn and another missing piece.
So I guess probably finding those mouthpieces is not going to happen anytime in the near future. Let's try the axe on this tree. And of course he's going to shove it out of the way as well, so I can't cross.
Over here, buddy.
Oh, hang on. He's still a jerk, but at least he was a useful jerk. Of course, it can't be this simple. They're gonna do something to it.
Pardon me!
Of course.
All right!
I had caused enough distress for one afternoon.
A fair point.
You can't ignore me forever.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm deep in thought.
I wasn't going to toot that horn anymore until I found the missing piece.
So I don't have anything that could be used as a missing piece, do I?
Seems like a waste of money.
Probably true.
You cut?
Not that type of story. I don't know how that would work. That didn't seem like a good idea.
Anything here? Not really.
There has to be another way.
The forest is blocked until this situation is under control.
Okay, nothing there.
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Interesting. It's actually letting me do something.
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Oh. Really? Come on. Let me... Okay, it lets me redo it again. That's alright. At least now I know what I can do about it. Ah, yes. Now the thinking guy will steal this from me, and I'll be left having to find yet another way across. What? Is it shallow enough to walk? You little jerk. At least I don't have to find another way across.
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Well, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Secret alliances are cool.
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
He'll do the same, huh? So he'll put in a word for me or for him? Okay, so there's barrier here. Let me guess, I can't do this either. Nope.
Another horn and another missing piece.
We're 3 for 3 on these.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
Oh, crap!
It's not a problem.
That was the whole point of coming here.
Bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker, before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I didn't hear about the date change, but ignorance is not an excuse. My mom wouldn't let me leave before I finished breakfast. That might fly, because that's an authority figure. And I don't know what extenuating means. It's probably not going to impress anybody. So this is the only choice.
Well, my mom whipped up a stack of my special choco chip pancakes, and she never lets me leave the house until I finished all my breakfast.
I'll just pencil in Mummy's boy. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Ah, yes. Mama's boy, Graham.
When it clasped shut, my arm was pinched between the treasure and its casing.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're...
Sir Tenov himself. That jerk who pushed me into the river. Every woman's dream. Going to have to wait. I'll be right back.
Every woman's dream?
Well, you got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who? Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... Oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're...
Sir Tenov himself.
Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
Well, I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're...
Going to have to wait. I'll be right back.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
Graham Cracker.
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference. But I am currently in the process of rebranding myself. Starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What were you hiding in your hand?
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
I'll find out one way or another one of these days. So the other guy's got to be over this way.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
Okay.
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
I saw that
Nice,
one coming.
nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
Probably useful.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
Already done that, man.
what can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bull horns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. You got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
So now I guess I gotta go talk to this guy again. Oh, no, not you. Sir Tenov himself.
Shut! My arm was pinched between the Yes? Have you remembered my name?
That jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. Like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're... Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
Well, I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Okay, maybe I do need to actually talk to this guy up here. Come on.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Now, give me a little more time to mingle.
Okay.
Pinched between the treasure and its casing. I couldn't stay. If I did, I'd lose circulation and my limb would be lost. If I tried to remove my arm, it would be sliced from wrist to elbow. I didn't have much time. Then, a sharp snort erupted through the shadows. It heard me. There were no options. If that treasure was to be mine, I had to sacrifice my arm for the good of the rest of me. I flung my pinched arm downward as hard as I could. The treasure shook inside, but my arm remained. Footsteps. No time to run, no time to think, only action! I jumped off the wall and fell into a deep pit. A crash. Treasure everywhere. A yawn behind me. It was awoken. I scrambled to grab each piece and hurtled one into the darkness. It called out in pain as I heard its body crash to the floor. Treasure in hand, I escaped and adventured onward.
Oh, how delightful. And you escaped with all the treasure?
Yes, I relished every last bit of that treasure. The flames danced right before my eyes. I couldn't go anywhere. They had me surrounded. I watched the flames grow, each ember reaching closer to my face. Then, I knew there was a way out. I blew as hard as I could, countering that incendiary torture device and extinguishing each and every flame. The horde inched toward me, their cult-like call ringing through my ears.
Name.
I leapt up and kicked one square in the throat, silencing his off-pitched blathering. The others, shocked by this sight, silenced themselves and bowed down to the hero you see standing in front of you.
What a happy adventure.
It seems I tell this legend every year.
Oh, how can I be you?
There was no looking past him. Every corner of my periphery, he was there, awaiting to be acknowledged, stalwartly mocking me. There he stood, the largest beast I had ever seen. He called to me, staring me down right between my eyes. I raised my hands ever so slightly to ready myself, but I twitched, only for an instant, and he saw it! He gathered his troops and fortified his walls. We wrestled for days, squeezing the life from each other's souls. When we both could take no more, I somehow found the strength. Your hero mustered up everything inside him and pushed that beast over the edge. The beast's guts exploded everywhere, and I was left with the mess.
How do you do it?
What can I say? Adventure just burst through my skin.
That's a lovely image. Oh, is he done? He's not going to mention his name, is he? No matter how long I wait.
Yes? Have you remembered my name?
Nope.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Within. I could...
Okay.
Okay, hang on. So that's got to be the... what was it, a squirrel?
When we see you. What do you want?
What was your name again, Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
What's the price?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, Skinny Pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out.
I'll leave you alone.
You need to get lost.
Unveiled itself. Yes? Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third.
What?
Hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it. Free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Quite a character, that one.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
So what's this guy's mystery?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic.
I think this is just gonna repeat.
So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself.
Okay.
Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
I guess it's probably Manny I need to talk to.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh. His feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry.
Rebuild?
I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly.
Okay, so I already knew that.
Who does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
I'll try it once more with the invite to team up.
Achaka.
Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
That is probably a good idea. Let's give that a shot.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny.
Manny? We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
I'm gonna go with Achaka.
Achaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Full name?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. III of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here, I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag.
Oh boy.
Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, tum-tum-tum-tum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy, or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Damn it.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Always with the rickety bridges.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Keep out. Under construction.
I actually do remember this from the other games. The original games. How Daventry was pretty much down in the dumps and bridges were out all over the place and the kingdom was running out of money.
Caution. Bees and distress.
Okay.
So, how did you find an eye?
I looked in a socket.
It was a hideous beast lurking inside.
Ouch! Rude!
How could I lure that hideous beast out?
Bait. My hands will do.
Seems like a waste of money.
I lost my snot rag too. Well. Oh. What the hell?
That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
Same thing again? Yep. There we go.
Of course, the one good pumpkin had to be guarded by squirrels.
All the good pumpkins are guarded by squirrels. It's just how these things work.
Pick. I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work.
Wouldn't it be easier without all that heavy metal?
I'm almost done here.
Oh, hey, a different horn. Wonder if this one actually works. Nope.
A new kind of horn, but the same result.
Wherever you are hiding, hideous beasts, Whisper will find you.
I was too slow to catch those frogs.
Oh, excuse me.
tried again, but it was no use.
Do squirrels count as hideous?
I suppose that depends on who you ask.
Come into the daylight, you hideous beasts!
Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to catch a frog? It was riveting.
Grandpa.
Whisper can do it!
Alright, let's try going up here. Looks like there's a town. What the?
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
Yes, that's exactly what it looked like. That must be it.
Get out of here! Scram! Shoot! Beat it! Ugh, these dumb lanterns are always breaking. You hear that, Chester? You're a hack! Not everyone around here takes pride in their work like I do. Unfortunately, those blue flames are the only things that spook the pack. So I'm forced to return to their shop of wizardry and toiletries. Wetzel wolves are super aggressive this time of year. Usually, they travel north to the hills of Serenia for mating season. But like us, they are stranded here until the bridges are fixed. Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches.
Who doesn't love patches?
I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap. Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
Probably don't want to open that. Not sure exactly how I'm supposed to help keep it closed. Seems to be pretty well and truly closed right now by... It's lonesome. Doesn't really need help. So this is the place I tipped earlier.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our air, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, horse feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court.
She is correct.
He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone.
She's observant.
He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true, we're judges. This is my judging phase.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at one shiny gold coin.
Our new strategy seems to be working. When we were watching the parade, someone left us a 3-corn tip for absolutely no reason.
I don't believe
Who could that have been?
random acts of kindness, but I do believe in weekend trips to Tanalorr. So thanks, mysterious coin angel, wherever you are.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot. It looked like some type of broken lantern.
What are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
Whisper could use something like that.
He reminds me of our son.
I always miss him this time of year.
He dreamed of becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
Or at least write. He was quite handy around the shop, though. Especially with potions.
He'll return. He just has some adventures of his own to seek. Dearie? Where are my dried reptile skins?
Well, where did you leave them, dear?
You ate them again, didn't you?
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
The only thing we can sell you for 1 gold coin is that blue-flamed lantern. It's broken, though, and needs something to house it.
Let's find something to house the lantern. And I guess that's how I help with the door. The door is shut, but we need something to keep the wolves from getting in. And keep them away from the door.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest.
Who do we know that likes beds enough to have tons of them around? It's got to have been the dragon, or whoever owned it.
Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order.
Oh!
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
How much for that twisty dagger over there?
It's not for sale. Needs a bit more work.
So there's nothing in this little stall here, is there? Guess not.
Oh, coming. Sorry for all the locks. There's a thief running around town.
A thief? That's terrible.
Well, hello there. Usually I'd say good afternoon, but it's been quite rough around here. The bridges are all out, my supplier has gone missing, and when I was at the parade, someone stole my big loaf of bread. You haven't seen anyone running around with a big piece of sourdough, have you?
I tried to pay you.
Well, about that, I kinda, sorta, borrowed it. A man was stranded and needed help. No one seemed to be around to pay. I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry.
Well, you can always leave a tip on the counter.
I tried that.
That does make me feel better, though. Honesty is a virtue I admire. I'm just glad I don't have to lock the door anymore. Tell you what, buy a pie from me, and we'll be square as a napkin.
Oh, custard! Oh, just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples."
These look like toaster pastries.
Oh, custard! Oh, just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
Okay, so I guess I can't do those.
Was he trying to set the record for the world's biggest pie? Was he trying to set the record for the world's biggest pie?
Come on, I wasn't facing that thing.
Yes, lad?
That's not a delicious, chocolate, hideous beast's-eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic! So much fighting and needless killing! Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, all you need is pie. You look like a compassionate fella, like myself. And I think we're going to get along right as raisins. Please, don't take part in the violence.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's Star Shroom Pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Going to need more coins.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
So I'm gonna have to feed this gigantic, enormous pie to Acorn then, I suppose. And I'll have to figure out some way to deal with the other guys. Which means I'm also gonna need gold, because I'm gonna have to have more for the lamp.
The starberries.
They are yellow.
I was thinking I would finish this today, but I don't think that's going to happen. My voice is going to go out soon, and I'm already pretty exhausted. It's been a very long day, so I might have to call it soon, actually.
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
Okay. And these?
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
Never mind. Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Sounds good to me.
Good day.
Oh, great day!
So I need something to house the lamp. I need ingredients for the pie. And for the free samples, for that matter. So if I go back out this way, what happens? That was the ooh, hang on.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
So that was the shortcut. I guess I'm not getting an eye there. How about here?
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
No good there either. Oh, that's what I need her machine for, okay. And I did notice at the start of the game that the dragon had only one eye. And I'm right back here again. That was not very useful. Kind of makes me wonder if you have to get the dragon's eye. And that's why it had only one later. Excuse me. No, 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 no. Close that. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to poke around town anymore. I'm going to head back outside. There was that night picking berries. Maybe it was one of the ingredients. Oh, the lantern will fit inside that pumpkin.
I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work.
So I can't really get past him. And I can't ask about what he's doing.
Pick, pick, pickety pick.
West, Tournament Theater. North, Town Square. South, under development, coming next spring.
That actually sounds kind of intriguing. Let's check that out. Oh, it's here. Okay. Ah, yes. The frogs.
Take the farfan berries and place them in the basket.
Farfan berries. So probably not the ones that I need then.
There's a hideous beast lurking inside.
I think I'm going to call it here tonight, folks. I'm definitely coming back to this game because it just brings back so much, but my throat's starting to go on me a little bit, and I am wiped, so I'm going to have to crash a bit early. So thank you very much to everybody who stopped in, and I'll do this again very soon. I don't know about tomorrow necessarily. Possibly some, maybe earlier in the day, but if not tomorrow, then I'll try to get a bit in over the weekend, and depending on how long the game is, I might or might not be able to finish it in one more session, so we'll maybe look at doing some more over the course of the week as well. And don't forget to check me out on the Geeks Life channel. I broadcast every Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And so, thank you very much for stopping in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.